Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Thursday, May 2nd, 2013. I am astrologer David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, I'm sure you feel the big Taurus party, right? All the bulls, all the cows are at home grazing. Yeah, there's a lot of power here. We got 4 planets in Taurus, so about our worth, our value, our grounded part of our life. This is a lot like on how cows graze and they eat their grass, right? We are feeling the energy of life, feeling the meat and potatoes of if our life is worth it. Is this meat and potatoes good or not? Or is it shitty? That has to do with your life, actually. How crappy is your life? Dictating all by whether or not you're living in your highest potential of your self-worth. If you are really living in a life where you are actually being exposed to the truth, is the life you're living in is exposed to what you feel it is worth. Now that is a lot to take in, right? Woo! So if it's down in the dumps, it's because that's how high you actually feel your worth is. If it is not reflecting what your true worth is on the inside, and you're actually knowing what that worth is, everything should be manifesting the way you want to right now. Because you're living in your truth, you know what you're worth, you know where your true desires and your connection is. That's where we're at right now. There's a big solar eclipse. Gosh, I'm looking at the sun right now. God, he is so sexy, isn't he? And he's getting ready for the moon, which is 3/4 squaring right now. So if you look up at night, you're gonna see the moon, you know, it's slivering. It's getting sliver and sliver to where it goes down to nothing, right? And this is in Aquarius, all this electric epiphany energy. It's like, how do we find the epiphanies in understanding this? Well, on a horoscope like this, it can be difficult though to separate from the habitual problems that you have or the frustrations you're having. And this can become emotional. It's like, gosh, you know, especially yesterday as the moon T-squared all this energy with Mars and Saturn. It's like, you know what, we're ready to move forward, but there are things that are holding us back, or maybe you have a fear that you're trying to let go of, or maybe you're trying to go too fast. Remember, we're in Taurus where you got to take it slow and steady. You got to know that this is what you want in your life and that you feel you deserve it. We have Saturn, which is anchored in Scorpio, which is pulling on all of our boats up here in Taurus. So it's like, you got to anchor your life in the truth. No more can you be in that relationship that doesn't have sex and things and all the good connections that you have. You just can't be there anymore. Or you can't anchor yourself in being a drug dealer anymore and paying the bills for your house because you're going to get caught, you're going to die. Or you're a druggie and you have anchored your life into a druggie life. Guess what? Your life is not going to manifest in anything but druggie life. These are the deep truths of Scorpio, everybody. And when you add it with Taurus and these big eclipse places that we're having, oh my God, the beauty turns sour quick if you're not anchored in the right place. So think of life like a big yacht, right? Taurus is a yacht, big bull in the Mediterranean where the life is great and you guys got hummus and pita on the boat and a beautiful glass of champagne, and I've got a beautiful blonde next to me. I mean, that's Taurus. If you're anchored, okay, right now Saturn and Scorpio, if you anchor that anchor in Antarctica, guess what? You're not going to be able to go to the Mediterranean, and your life is going to manifest where you're going to have to be with the heater on, and the boat is going to be cold, and there's going to be probably no hot chicks to go pick up on because nobody's going to be out there in Antarctica. So your life is anchored in your truth, which is the truth is like you're anchored in Antarctica. And we're not talking about literal, although this can be literally, because we are dealing with our physical manifestation points here with Taurus Scorpio and what's behind the curtain, which is the truth, and what is actually on the other side of the curtain, which are the puppets. Like, you have to see that. You have to anchor your life in your truth. So if you're anchored right now in a relationship that's abusing and that it's not connected and all that, what are you manifesting in your life? It's very simple. Taurus and Scorpio is very simple. It's like the most simplest of all of it. It's like, do what's truthful, what is right, what you truly want to connect with, and you will create the most amazing life that you ever feel ever. So it's a lot like the cows. They're out on the ranch right now eating and grazing on the path, right? Well, little do all the cows know, and actually if you're a Taurus out there, there's a big secret you've got to underlie as well with all the nodes here. But, you know, it's like, there is a big deep truth. And the truth in the path of most of what's happening, and I'm using this as an example, is there's a shopping mall coming to be built on that ranch. And the rancher's ready to kill all the cows to make beef. But you're out there still grazing and thinking it's all okay. Although you've been picking up on I thought I overheard that there was a Walmart being built here, Joe. Joe Cow? Yeah, I did too. And how come Farmer John keeps showing up and starts putting all those blades in the corner and things? I don't know, but I definitely feel like something's gonna change. It's right in front of you. You know the truth. Like, what are you doing? Right now, we all know what the truth is in our lives. It's whether or not you're ready to get off your butt, Taurus, get off your ass and stop being an ass and stubborn and going and anchoring yourself in the right place. Are you gonna anchor yourself in Antarctica anymore? Fuck no. Especially if I want a hot blonde with me, no way am I gonna be in Antarctica. I am going to Italy and anchoring off the coast, even though there's not too many blondes there. I don't know, I've never been there. But you have to see that where you're anchoring your life is exactly where you're at. This is gonna be the deep truth, and even though it seems pretty and you're fine, like because you're in a yacht still, you're gonna realize you're still in Antarctica. Sure, it's nice in the boat, but you can't really access the reality and manifest what you really want, which is a hot blonde. How are you gonna do that? You're in Antarctica. Nobody's coming. Penguins, you can't slap a wig on a penguin. Oh, so this is gonna be a hard, but, or opposite of hard is the most amazing week of your life. It'll be wham. And with all the moon in Aquarius today, there's epiphanies to be had. I bet you I gave you an epiphany today. And that's where your emotions are wanting. They're wanting exits out of the habitual patterns and the frustrations that you don't want anymore. And it can be frustrating or it can be liberating. Liberate it. Liberate. Let go emotionally as well, as if of the things that make you feel good if you're not anchored in the right place. Like, you gotta let go. This South Node in Taurus is like, let the hell go. Especially as all the planets conjunct there, it's like, it's got a feeling like, oh, it's all gonna be okay, but it will be okay if you're anchored in the right place. That's the whole meaning of this. And although I haven't talked too much about today, I'm really building you up for the week. Today is like the epiphanies to start being honest and rebel and be like, yeah, I don't want to live here. I don't want to anchor here anymore. What are you going to emotionally do about it? What are you going to Mars do about it? Mars is ready to trine Pluto. That's why I'm leading up to all this. Oh gosh. This weekend we lead up into Mars trining Pluto and like, wham! The accelerator is ready for you to go. Wham! Into a new structure. You got to see this is a lot like, gosh, the anchor is the great example of Uranus and Pluto and all this crazy square is like, we are de-anchoring from where we're so used to anchoring our boat, and that can be hard as hell. You got to re-anchor your whole life. Everybody's having to re-anchor. It's not like we all get to sit right here on the lake forever. You know what I mean? There's other lakes. There's other places to go. There's a new you gotta be. You can't identify yourself with this spot in your life anymore. And that's what's so tough. Even for me. Believe me, David Palmer has re-anchored many times. And I'm still re-anchoring. And I've got to re-anchor just as much as you guys do. So, crazy crap. I know this is a long horoscope. Oh wow, yeah, 8 minutes. Well, what can I say? That's what's going on in our lives. And Mercury here is in Taurus that I think it will settle in today, especially as it's now starting to make a sextile to Neptune. It's like, oh yeah, oh wow. And Jupiter and the moon today make a trine. So there is an exit out, but it's through a new idea in your mind, starting to understand, oh yeah, wow, the facts are true. I am anchored in Antarctica. That guy's abusing me. That, I don't want to really be in there. We don't even have sex and we don't even get along. What am I anchored here for? You can try and repair. The universe gives you that, but you guys gotta have a meeting of a new contract. New contracts are being signed. New marriage contracts are being signed. New contracts with Spirit. Do you trust that Spirit will work it all out? Or not? So this is very powerful. Especially, are you ready for a week from today? There's a deep truth, you know? Your life and what you are is based on how you feel you are. And this is the deep truth. Your life's shitty, it's because you feel it's shitty. You manifest amazing things, because you feel you can manifest amazing things. Taurus is hard to deal with. It's millionaires, it's billionaires. Billionaires because they know they're worth $1 billion. We're worth $1 billion, baby. You know why? Because they feel like they're $1 billion. And it makes people hard. Scorpio gets jealous and pissed over a Taurus. It's like, they have everything that is so nice. But Scorpio has something that they don't. But I really want that. They have the sex. They have they're able to get everything and have it pulled into them and receive. They don't have to work for it. They just have it. So we are on a very weird polarity. Are you able to go and be a billionaire and have the hot wife that really wants to screw you, not for your money, but because she loves you? Ooh, hope you guys ponder that. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com. I've got my readings going on, and I have my new jewelry up, and I got a lot more, and yes, the 12 signs of the month will be coming up in the next day. I'm actually going to a big event this weekend. I'll be camping in the middle of nowhere, so hopefully I'll do some cool videos out there, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the Friday or the weekend horoscope, so we'll see. If not, I'll see you guys on Monday. If I do make it, what's up? Hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I'll see you soon.